Hey everyone, welcome to GachaPencil. My name is Edric and I am a character concept artist. So I was thinking that today I want to do a short lesson on how to go about starting digital art. Maybe you are a complete beginner in art, or maybe you are a seasoned traditional artist. And you are thinking of starting doing art digitally for whatever reason. There are definitely many good reasons to do art digitally. It is in the long run more convenient, and you don't have to ever worry about painting resources, thus saving you a lot of money. Because traditional art resources can be quite expensive. I remember when I first started doing digital art, I really struggled with how to begin. I wasn't sure what programs to use or what tools I needed. So I hope to share what I think would have helped me out back then. The options you have today are so much more than what we had like 10 years ago. Generally, you would need a suitable hardware depending on what your purposes are, as well as a software that you like. Then I would also go about what your mindset should be when you are ready to start. Alright, so firstly, hardware. There are mainly two current methods of doing digital art. You can use a drawing tablet connected to a computer or laptop via USB. This is the cheaper option. You could probably get a basic tablet for less than 100. Some are really cheap. But I fully recommend getting a bigger sized one, which would cost maybe about $200 to $300. The reasons are obvious. You want to be able to draw with a bigger space, especially if you are taking this seriously. There are a few brands to choose from, such as Wacom, Huion, and XP Pen. From my understanding, they are all pretty good in terms of quality, so just get what you like. But I would avoid the brandless ones that are too cheap. The second option is getting something that allows you to draw on the screen directly. Okay, there are a little more options for you here. You could either get one that acts like a second screen that you can draw on for your computer or laptop, or you could get an iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil. There are also Android models with drawing capabilities. I've not tried those, so I can't tell you how they compare. Drawing on the iPad Pro together with the Apple Pencil would give you the benefit of being able to draw anywhere, and also the Apple Store has some pretty good drawing apps that are very much capable to do anything you would need these days. If you have a computer, you might also consider getting a monitor tablet. I would recommend that you get as big a screen as you can afford, which would give you the best digital drawing experience in my opinion. I am personally using the 22-inch Huion canvas, which I find amazing. Alright, so after you have decided your weapon of choice, let's talk about art programs that you can use. First up, Adobe Photoshop. Everybody knows this one. Photoshop is generally used to do design work because of its vast array of automatic effects and filters. It is also a very good drawing program that allows you to do professional works. You can download and even make and edit your own brush sets to your personal liking. If you are thinking of being a professional digital artist or even graphic designer in future, it is definitely a good idea to get comfortable with this program, as most companies will be using Photoshop one way or another. The downside is that as of Photoshop CC, Adobe has adopted a subscription-based model, which means that you have to pay monthly to even use the software, regardless of whether you are professional or not, which sucks. There is also Clip Studio. Now, Clip Studio is a paid program, but you only need to pay once. I can't remember, but it's like $70 for the basic version, which is all you need for digital art. Clip Studio doesn't have as many automatic effects and filters like Photoshop has, which would mean it isn't as great a software for graphic design work. But as far as digital painting goes, Clip Studio is, in my opinion, superior to Photoshop. It has everything that Photoshop has for digital painting, and the way the brushes blend and paint just works so much better. And of course, you don't have to pay monthly. So that's a big plus point for me. If you are using an iPad Pro, Photoshop and Clip Studio is also available, but you could also use Procreate, which is the cheaper option and is actually pretty good. And lastly, if you want to try drawing softwares for completely free, I would recommend Medibang and Krita. I have only tried these two, so I can't speak for the other free programs. They are definitely not as good as Photoshop or Clip Studio in terms of functions and feel, but for basic digital drawing, they should suffice until you are ready to pay for your passion. Alright, so now that you are all set up and ready to do your very first masterpiece, what should you be doing first? Of course, aside from getting to know your software, such as where is the brush, the paint, the eraser, how to set up a new layer, etc., I find that a lot of people start digital art with the wrong mindset, and that would hinder your growth as an artist in the long run. Digital art isn't so much different from traditional art. Neither is it easier to do in a way. Digital art is more like an extension of traditional art, there to make your lives easier because of how convenient it is to produce. The first thing you need to do is to recognize the type of art that you do in general. So what I mean is, do you do pencil drawing first? Do you paint straight away? Do you like to use soft brushes or inking pens? The point of a digital drawing software is to emulate traditional art and then bring it up a notch. If you are very used to drawing with the pencil traditionally, you want to find a pencil brush for your drawing software that feels similar to your traditional pencil. The same goes for painting. If you are used to using hard, flat brushes traditionally, you want to learn how to edit your brushes in the software so that it feels like your traditional brush. So a huge part of your digital painting journey will be about finding your most comfortable brush sets that best emulates your style of art. Of course, this topic of brushes and pencils will need another video to explain, but I hope that this video at least helps you out on what you need to do and expect when starting your digital art journey. Well, I hope you learned something new, and if you're starting to do digital art or have an interest, I hope you get the best experience possible. And if you are still here, firstly, thank you for watching, and if you can, help me out by liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you have not. I hope you had fun. I will see you again in the next episode.